Hello, how's everybody doing? Listen here to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. I hope you have had a wonderful and fabulous Saturday. So come on in the room and let's talk about it. If this is your first time joining us, well, hello. My name's Brandolyn, and I am so happy that you are joining us. Make sure to tell us this is your first time and let us know where you are from so that we can show you some love. But come on in here, family, and let's talk because I got something to tell you. Woo, I am so sorry. I know that I went live and I can't wait. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get in here so I can tell you what just happened because oh my goodness. Hello, Miss D from Iowa. I hope all is well with you. And thank you. Yes, welcome back. We had a whole moment. Oh my goodness. Hey, Miss Tammy. I hope all is well with you too. Good evening, Ursula. Oh, Roro. Roro, all is well now. But it wasn't about what time is it? I am 15 minutes behind. It wasn't about 15 minutes ago. Hey, Daniel. Everything is okay now, I promise. Hello, Miss Cynthia from Wyoming. Welcome. We are so happy to have you. And thank you, family, for hanging in there with me and giving me a moment. If this is your first time, normally I go live right at 9 o'clock. And I went live right at 9 o'clock. And then, well, everything went wrong. So I will tell you all about it. Hello from, what is that, Noonan, Georgia? Hello, ma'am. I hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. I see you with the profile picture with the good mask on. Absolutely. Absolutely. How's everybody doing? Hello. How are you, Miss Scott Shorts? I hope all is well with you as well. So, guys, let me tell you what just happened as you're kind of coming on in. So I went live. Okay, let me tell you how the system works before we get into what we normally do. I use a software that I have to click 3 buttons before I'm physically live, okay? So I typed in everything I wanted to say. I hit the first button. We get to the screen right before I go live. Everything's fine. I hit go live. When you hit go live, there's a delay of about 3 or 4 seconds. So I hit go live, and within that 3 or 4 seconds, everything just went wrong, okay? I think it's a combination of I've gone nonstop this weekend. We've been on the softball field Friday, all day Saturday. It's been hot. Today, I had the opportunity to do some filming as one of my characters for a wonderful event that's going to be virtual. So I got up early, getting ready for that. Bop, bop, bop. My nephew turned 21, and we celebrated his birthday this evening. And it was 8:40, and I said, well, I've got to run. I ran home, hit that. And I think this whole weekend, that combination of this whole weekend happened in those 3 seconds between hitting the live button and actually going live, because I don't know how to say this. I got sick. Wait a minute, Tanya Bell. You are in Muskegon, Michigan? I used to, wait a minute, pause. I'll tell y'all about my sickness in just a moment. But I used to live in Muskegon, Michigan. My father taught at Muskegon Heights, and we lived in Norton Shores for a few minutes, and I went to Marquette Elementary. That's where I figured out my passion for the stage. I heard applause for the first time at Marquette Elementary. So you welcome, Miss Tanya Ball. So yes, okay, I was trying. Yes, Roro, all heck broke loose, and I physically got ill. And I ran off camera, thankfully, before you guys saw me, but then you saw an empty chair and you probably heard some things. So I'm so sorry. But it was quite funny in this house because my husband heard me and was like, are you all right? And I couldn't tell him, no, I'm not. Stomach doesn't hurt. I feel fine. I just think your body has a way of telling you to slow down. You know what I mean? Has your body ever told you to slow down? Tell me. Have you ever had a moment where no matter how hard you wanted to push through, your body said, try it if you want to? And I'm learning the closer that I get to 40, my body is saying that a little louder and a little bit more often. So I apologize. I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad that y'all are here. And I promise I feel just fine now. So with all of that being said, let's jump into tonight's Bless Your Heart. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me, and I had to get it back together, so I apologize. But let's talk about the Bless Your Heart for tonight. And I borderline want to make myself the Bless Your Heart for what just happened. Oh Lord, wait a minute. My friend Anita said, in the word of Grand Margaret, you need some rest. You were right. Not rest, but some rest. That is very true, Nita. I agree. I agree. Tammy says, definitely. My body has a mind of its own. Absolutely. Oh, that is awesome. Mine shuts down. Yes. Just shuts down. It just lets go. Iris. Hello, neighbor. Now, we are really neighbors. I'm not sure what part of Chickamauga you're in, but hello, neighbor. We are truly neighbors. But thank you for hanging in there with me while I got it together. So let me tell you guys about the true Bless Your Heart moment of the evening, okay? So for anybody who doesn't know what Bless Your Heart is, if you live in the South, it is typically an insult. It's every now and then it can be words of endearment, but Bless Your Heart covers many of things. When you don't have something nice to say, you don't say anything at all, or you say, bless your heart. So that is what Bless Your Heart is. And every week we have a Bless Your Heart story that we like to share. Holly, am I going to be a godmama again? Let's see. My first grandbaby will arrive in about 9 days. A little girl. My daughter is having a bless your heart moment. I'm sure she is. You know, there's being a mom and going through pregnancy is a wonderful and beautiful thing. But when you get around towards that end, you tired. So tell her we are really praying for her, because I understand. You just won't out. You're over it. But I'm excited for you all. Okay, so let me tell you guys about your Bless Your Heart. This comes to us from, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. I'm sure Sade, I promise it's not Florida, but I think you pronounce it Hunkamere County, New York. It's from New York. But imagine this. You are just riding along on the interstate, headed home, do. And all of a sudden, you're on the interstate, and you begin to drive through a thick, nasty, gunky liquid. And it gets all over your tires and your car. And you have no idea where it's coming from. And you find out that a good semi-truck had an accident. And through that accident, the road is now covered in what that semi-truck was carrying. What was it carrying? I'm glad you asked me. You all know this is a space for fun. We like to have fun and have a good time. And there's no judgment here. But there are some food items that I just feel aren't right. And this is one of them. The interstate was covered in hummus. Hummus is not of the Lord. I feel that truck breaking down was divine intervention. Because hummus, let me tell you something. I guess, and trust, I love my healthy, organic people. I love y'all. I think you all are nice most of the time. But sometimes y'all get to be a little mean. I personally believe it's because you're hungry. But do you? I'm not here to judge. I feel like, I'm going to heaven greasy and full. But you do you. You just get there. Do you? But it was covered in hummus. Hummus to me is like, I guess the equivalent would be like gravy for us fat people, because healthy people just love hummus. I don't understand. What is hummus? Can somebody tell me that? Besides, I can't. I love hummus. I need a pita. Yes, you do need a pita, and you need to fill it up with some. I can still be healthy. Get some cucumbers and some chicken and some lettuce, a little Italian dressing, but hummus? You know what? Every time I've tried hummus, you know what I end up doing? Humming, because I'm just trying to figure out, Lord, how can I get to a trash can quickly? It's chickpeas. chickpeas. Mm-mm, it ain't right. A bunch of gas beans. You right. And you know what? I don't mind them when as a what is it called? Garbanzo beans. I don't mind them like that, like a few of those in a salad. But hummus, I have had homemade hummus and I loved it. But that store-bought, I'm telling you, it ain't right. I'm sorry. So here's my question on the bless your heart. Who gets the bless your heart? The truck driver who was just trying to do his job. The people driving who now have a hummus covered car, or the poor little healthy people that just want to just eat on some hummus at the store who want the shortage in whatever store he was headed to. Which one? Who gets to bless your heart in this situation? Let's see here. Holly says, homemade best, not store. But see, nobody told me. I had hummus homemade and it was quite nice. I will not lie. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I went and bought some in the store thinking they are not the same in no shape, form, or fashion. Brownie hummus is delicious. Okay, now Jennifer, please excuse my ignorance, but I need you to explain some things. When you say brownie hummus, are you saying hummus that's flavored like chocolate brownie? Or are you saying you took a brownie and mashed it up? Because I'll take that all day. Dip that like a pita, dip that with an Oreo cookie. Let me know. Okay, let's see here. Truck driver. Okay. Iris says all three. Hummus is wonderful. Susan, I agree with you. That store-bought hummus is wonderful. In the trash. I agree. It is wonderful. In the trash. Debbie says, I won't fight anyone over hummus. I'm with you. We won't. You can have all of it. I believe in sharing. Healthy people who have to pay more. Okay, Tammy. Or have to wait on it. They either have to pay more or wait on it. Yes, I agree. Okay. Linda says, all of them, bless their hearts. So everybody, just all the good people. Let me see here. My pop had an entire case of refried beans explode in his load once. When you say load, I'm assuming you mean his truck and not his restroom. Okay, I'm just assuming that, Patsy. Ooh, that's a rough situation too. Oh, goodness. Okay, it looks like most of you are saying all three. All three. Okay. Come to Rome, Georgia and eat at, okay, Holly, I will take you up on that. Rome, Georgia is not far from me at all. Jerusalem Grill. Holly, I will check out Jerusalem Grill. It is not far. All right, we'll change your mind. That also makes me think it's authentic. If it's authentic, it might be good. Homemade is the best. Oh, here we go. Sunny says hummus isn't bad, but I still need a piece of chicken afterwards. Afterwards and during. Chicken makes everything better. Okay. Holly, you don't have to buy, but I bet you this. I will, if if the restaurant would allow me to, I'll go live while I'm eating there. So, inbox me, Holly, and let's talk about it. Speaking of healthy, how is it not eating? Debbie, I'm struggling. I am struggling. And I've heard, I need to find this out. I don't know if anybody has heard about this. My favorite snack is a Krispy Kreme donut, but my favorite salty snack is popcorn. Has anybody heard that they have made a Krispy Kreme popcorn? Did y'all know about this? That is the work of the devil. I can't. I'm afraid to try it because I might get addicted. But we'll see. I will try. I'm going to Rome, Georgia to try the hummus. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So let's get into tonight's topic. I believe the winner is all three. Everybody. Hi, Evelyn from Canada. I hope all is well with you. Let's see here. Buttermilk, popcorn in my milk. My auntie loves it. Tammy. Why are you going to mess up some good popcorn? That's right there with that popcorn salad. Okay, well, listen. Let's get into tonight's. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Miss Sharon, I'm going to attempt to pronounce this because I know some people from where you're from. Sylacauga, Alabama. I know two people from where you're from, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But there's a gentleman here in the Chattanooga area who is one of our news anchors that is from your hometown, Mr. Greg Funderburg. Let me know if that's correct. Okay, you guys, we have a huge thing and I need your help. And if this is your first time joining us, I want you to join in and feel free to and have your comments because anytime somebody, every now and then I do something called Ask Brandolyn. And so anytime someone has a story or has a question that they want to pose to the group or a situation, we do that. And so tonight we have an Ask Brandolyn. And this time it is actually not one that was emailed to me. This was given to me by someone that I know well. So I'm going to tell you the situation and you guys feel free to give your comments. Okay. Oh, Sharon. Well, it's small world. So yes, I harass Funderburg on a constant basis. He's a wonderful guy. Okay. So here we go. Here is tonight's Ask Brandolyn. And we'll just, hi, Darla. Well, thank you for joining us. Let me get right into it because this is a bit of a heavy one and I want to just make sure we're all on the same page with this, okay? All right. My dear friend has an older sister and she has a mom. Her parents divorced, and I don't think her father was truly in the picture, but her grandfather was very active in her life. And her mom and her sister, or her mom is a very loving woman, but her mom is also a little sickly. And her mom is a bit of an enabler. And I will say that because her sister, let me give these people names. For the sake of tonight, we're going to call her Donna. Donna's mom is a very sweet woman, very loving woman, but she's been in and out of the hospital and she's a little sickly. And Donna has an older sister that she is estranged from. Okay. Now her older sister has had a couple of bumps in the road. No judgment because we all have a life story. Okay. But Donna's sister has made some choices in life that have led her down a certain path. And so she has, I believe, 3 children, one of which Donna has custody of. And she's just had a bit of a rough life. And drugs were an issue for her. Okay. Donna's sister was on drugs and Donna's mom was the enabler in the sense of she always gave excuses, in Donna's opinion, to protect her sister and would give her money and do things that she felt, Mom, why are you giving her money? She's going to use them on drugs. Okay. And so because of that, Donna and her sister were estranged. Let me say that they were estranged. Okay. The reason I say they were estranged is because right before COVID, Donna's sister began to work and get herself back on the right track. We're all very proud of her. And especially doing that in the midst of COVID, the pandemic affects people in so many different ways. And even if your life was going great, you really could have a huge downfall. Okay. And so to struggle with and be trying to get off of drugs in the midst of that, kudos to you because the pandemic may have caused some people who weren't on drugs in the beginning to get on drugs. Again, no judgment. So Donna and her sister are now on decent terms. Okay. Donna's grandfather, who was active in their lives, this is her mother's father, passed away. And when he passed away, he left a certain sum of money. Okay. Donna is the executor of the account, and the grandfather was very good about his will and how everything needed to be laid out. At the time the will was written, Donna's sister was way, way, way out there. And so the will is written in a way where Donna's sister is to receive money, assuming she's in a good place and that she can handle it. Okay. All of that to say, Donna doesn't want to make the wrong decision. Okay? Here's her dilemma. And please ask any questions if I've confused anybody. But here's her dilemma. She is happy to have her sister back in her life. She doesn't want to give her sister this money, and it causes her sister to relapse and go spiraling back down, because then she will feel responsible, because it's her decision to give her sister the money. Okay. But she also doesn't want to withhold the money, because she knows that will have a negative effect on her relationship with her mom and her sister, because she'll be seen as the bad guy. Make sense? Make sense? So, does anybody have any advice? What should she do? And let me say this. She is praying about it. Okay? She's praying about it. So, what advice would you all give her? There we go. Exactly. Money makes things messy. Who said that? Very true. Very true. Okay. Don't give her a big chunk of money or she's going to drink it or use it. But okay. My family is falling apart since my mama died. Okay. She needs more time in sobriety. Barb says give in monthly payments. Okay. Let's see here. Who says this? Okay. All right. Hello. How are you doing? Give in monthly payments. That's what my mom did in her will. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to catch it. I'm sorry. The comments are moving faster than I can get to them. Hey there, boo. I'm so glad you're here, my Joey. Okay. Linda says, oh, I'm sorry. The comment went away. Y'all, these comments are moving in so fast. I'm trying to catch them. Linda says she could buy her sister what she needs, but no cash. I think her issue there is I think that may cause friction, because I'm playing devil's advocate for a moment. You're a grown woman and you're trying to get your life back together. And now you have to, right, wrong, or indifferent, you have to ask someone else for money. I can see where that may cause some friction. Not just because of your situation. And yes, it makes logical sense why you have to ask. But there's a certain level of humility. And I think even if you agree to do that in the beginning, it might get old. And it may put a strain on. I can see where that could put a strain on their relationship. Kim says, put the money in savings until she has been clean for a while. Okay, so let me ask you guys this, because I saw that comment. It just moved quicker than I can get it. How long do you need to be clean? How old is her sister? I'm going to say, because I don't know her sister's exact age, I know roughly anywhere between 5 and 6 years. Between 5 and 7 years. Less than 10. They're less than 10 years apart. They're right between 5 and 10. Lord, I've given y'all enough numbers. Can y'all could play them numbers, as many as I just gave you. Between 5 and 10 years. Let's see here. I agree, as previously said, either trust or small amounts each time. Okay. Trust through a lawyer. That's a good idea. Put a lawyer in it. 2 years clean. Okay. Sister Johnson says, Edwina says 5 years. She needs at least 10 years clean. Okay. So we're saying, okay, between 5, 2, and 10. Okay. We've got a lot going on here, and I told her, go back and look at this to make sure. What's wrong with a buildup? Start out slow. Start out slow and a buildup. Okay, wait a minute. Iris, I'm just trying to catch your comment. Keisha, I'll come right back. Put money in a trust fund for her children. I said that, actually. See, Iris, we're here. I was thinking that. The grandfather had already taken care of the children. He had it set up where, and I don't know how you do this, okay? This is people with money. This is not my lane. But he has something set up where even children that were in future children could potentially get money. So grandchildren are good. You know how y'all are when it comes to the grandkids. They are taken care, and this is his great grandkids. And so I don't know how that worked. I have no clue. But the great grandchildren are straight. They are taken care of. Okay. Let's see here. I'm sorry, Keisha. I'm trying to get back to your comment. Set it up like the courts do and allow payments with drug testing mandatory. Woo! Y'all are on it. These are some wonderful ideas, and I'm going to share these with her because the bigger issue is this, and Catherine, I believe you touched on this. It is so sad, but it's true. When family passes away, it just changes. It has the potential to change the dynamics of the family in a way that is so sad, and it can be devastating. And more so than the passing of the person is how money can just completely change people. Completely. Is the money supposed to go to her? I feel like if it's supposed to be hers, it should be given to her regardless of how you believe she will spend it. Here's the issue, Corey. Yes, this, like, Donna wants to give her the money, okay? It wasn't Donna's to hold. It's just the conversation she had with her grandfather was, you make sure your sister's in a good place before you give her this money. I'm giving it to you, and I trust that you're going to give it to her. And she has all intention of giving it to her. So it's not that she's trying to hold it back. It's just that if her sister, she feels the pressure. Like if her sister her sister could do great with the money, but if her sister doesn't do well with the money, she personally feels responsible. And I completely understand that, because no matter how much someone tells you you're not responsible, the grandfather made her the executor and responsible, and it's love. And so I get it. I see it. And you are 100% right, Corey. But you just, oh, wait a minute. Who we congratulating? Sonny? Somebody tell me in the comments. I missed it. So please, please, please. Please let me know who we are congratulating. She isn't responsible enough to handle the money right now. Stay clean because money is hers, but she should want to get clean for her own health. I agree. Money does nothing. The issues were already there. That is fair. But who are we congratulating? You know, I love congratulating people. Okay, let's see here. To ensure my brother stays clean, former heroin addict, 5 years. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, Christina, thank you. I'm so glad that you can really shed light as someone who's been in this situation. Former heroin addict, 5 years and counting. Mom has control of any money he inherits, and he only gets as needed, provided he passes regular random drug tests. Maybe she should do that. Got you. This is wonderful advice. Wonderful advice. So, oh, Betty, 2 years clean. Come on, Betty. Yes. Congratulations. That is so wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We are so happy for you, and we are here to support you, and you keep it going, ma'am. Yes. Oh, goodness. Thank you for speaking a word to me. Thank you. My mom left a $500,000 piece of property at a beach with no direction. Oh, my gosh. Okay. You guys, if you don't ever remember anything else I tell you, have your business fixed. Have your business fixed. Do it for your family. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have much. What do they say? I don't have a pot to end. I only have 2 pennies to rub together. But you would not believe, as a preacher's kid and a pastor's kid, I have seen people fight over nothing. Nothing. So the amount of money is irrelevant. Just have all of your business fixed. I have seen people fight over the simplest things, all the way down to doilies or the simple dish in the house. Have your business fixed. And I don't know how you all feel about this, but a lot of times I feel that when people fight, sometimes it's over greed. But more than greed, a lot of times people fight because it's a form of grief. You know? Oh, Kath. Wait a minute, Catherine. Sunny says she has a direction for that beach property. Just go lay it on her. Yes. Oh, Betty, I hope you are seeing this. We are so happy for you. And that's what this group is all about, just supporting one another and being there for each other. So I hope you see all these congratulations coming in. We are so happy and proud of you. So please keep it going. TJ says, woo, TJ, you had a testimony. Let's see here. Maybe she should have a heart-to-heart conversation with her sister and be honest with her and tell her sister the conditions of receiving the money. She needs to stay with the sober program. She can put most money in a savings account and then give her sister a small amount. This might prove to her sister that her sister loves her and wants the best for her. This might inspire the sister to stay sober. Yes, yes. I really do feel that, oh, wait, let's see here. Sunny says, agreed. It's the grief. It's the grief. Okay. I really do feel that I think that she's going to have to pray, and I'm going to pray with her, but you're going to have to be responsible enough and love your sister enough to love the hell out of her. Any hell that she has in her about this, just love it out of her. So when you sit down, I think that is the best piece of advice. Have an open conversation with her. And before you have it, pray. Because I think that conversation, regardless of how it ends, you're showing your heart. So go into it with no pre-notions, with nothing, because I think she's on here. Don't go into that conversation with anything on your mind. Or, a lot of times when we talk, we tend to do this. We tend to say, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say this. And we don't take into account it is not a script. It's a conversation. And so the other person may have something to say as well. And so a lot of times we get thrown off on what we want to say because we weren't expecting them to have anything to say back. And we end up not getting out our heart. So have a conversation with your sister. I think that is the best piece of advice. If she's listening, and the prayer will be, Lord, please open her heart so that when we sit down and have this conversation, she will receive everything that I'm saying. And even if she doesn't agree, let the love that I have for her, let it come through. If she receives it, we can move forward with the lawyer or the test, because you got some wonderful advice about that. Drug test, and here's the money. And if she doesn't receive it, put it up and pray. Is that fair, you guys? Put it up and pray. Let me see here. Now I'm flipping back to the comments so I can catch up. Okay. CG says, anger is a stage of grief. Absolutely. It truly is a stage of grief. And sadly, a lot of times when people pass or when things happen, we tend to get in that stage of anger, that stage of grief, and it divides us. Don't let it divide you. Don't. Okay, I'm so sorry. Now I'm playing catch up on the comments. They are why grateful. Okay, guys, let's do this. I want to tell you, first of all, thank you so much for bearing with me. I guess this animal print was the correct shirt to put on today because it's been wild. It's been crazy. And I think I know why I got sick. Maybe it's that heat, the nachos, and that pickles that I had at the Torture Mint this weekend. So thank you for hanging in there. But this was sometimes I know we laugh and we have a good time and we joke, but sometimes I think conversations need to be had to help all of us and, to give us a little love for everybody. And I know that Donna, appreciate your comments. Okay. So thank you. My prayer for everybody tonight is family. It's about family. My prayer is that you love and hold dear all of your family, because you never know when it will be your last day or that last hug. So you cherish and you hold on to every single hug, every single laugh, every single conversation. And I've said this before. I don't know who I'm saying it to, but I am telling you, there's somebody who you haven't talked to. Pick up the phone and call them. Okay? Nothing on this side of the dirt is so important or mattered so much that you are not speaking. Money, the house, you did this or you said that, let it go. Okay? When you do that, what are you doing? Getting your shine on. That's right, Joey. So listen, guys, before I get out of here, I do want to tell you this. I am so excited, okay? Because next weekend, my website goes live, and I can't wait to share that with you all. It will have so many different things. It is a work in progress, but the one thing that I want to share with you now is the website will be out there. A lot of people have been asking, or, do I book you? If I want to book you or talk about, you coming to my church or to my group, do I just inbox you? You can do everything through that website, okay? And when the website goes live, I want you to make sure that you sign up on the mailing list. If you already have, great. Make sure you do, because I'm going to be sending out monthly newsletters and just monthly words of encouragement. So get your shine on. And I have another big announcement next Sunday. So hang in there, and I will see you guys next Sunday. I'm going to lay down. Whew, but get your shine on. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening.